Welcome to Manifest Anything You Can Imagine podcast, the podcast that empowers you to turn your dreams into reality using the law of attraction. I'm your host, Papi DiNuzzo, and together we'll dive into the mindset, strategies, and energy shifts you need to create the life you've always envisioned. Whether it's health, wealth, happiness, love, relationships, or spirituality, inspired by my transformative book, Manifest Anything You Can Imagine, each episode brings you practical tools, inspiring stories, and bold insights to unlock your limitless potential. Get ready to manifest your greatness, and let's dive in.
Give a fish, teach to fish, delivering hope. A Paying It Forward, self-improvement, and personal development charitable community outreach initiative. Founded, supported, and funded by DiNuzzo Private Wealth, Inc. Thank you for joining us today. We're grateful to have you. Papi has been sharing his message of hope and inspiration at various events, both in person and virtually. He's been making an impact globally with his message of abundance, extending as far away as Cameroon, Africa. If you're looking for an inspirational speaker, please book Papi to speak to your organization or book him to speak for free to your nonprofit group that would love to hear his message of hope and inspiration. Papi's social media presence is growing. He has over 5,000 followers and nearly 10,000 likes on TikTok alone, and he's excited to announce that his content is now available on Rumble. So in addition to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitter, and Facebook, no matter what platform you prefer, please subscribe, like, and share Papi Mindset Coach to help spread his message of inspiration and positivity to his fellow brothers and sisters in need all around the world. Now let's go to Papi to set the table.
Yes, Mikey and Suzanne, our entire audience, namaste. Namaste to everyone. The spirit in me greets the spirit in you. The spirit in me greets the spirit in you. Thank you so much, Mikey. Thank you so much, Suzanne, for putting together a great show today, as always. Yeah, Mikey, and I think, the social media, and again, I've been on Earth for 7 decades, and, you could say 6 months ago, I had no idea what social media was. And then with reaching out to our fellow brothers and sisters, it became obvious in order to communicate with them, I was getting tons of requests about social media. So basically, I followed the same pathways with that as I have with everything over my 7 decades. And I started off and I said, I don't know anything about this at all, literally nothing about social media, all those names that Mikey just rattled off. And I said, I am going to start going through my entire process, visualize with emotion, in gratitude. What is my goal? Taking action. And I said, I'm going to 10X it because this was a bigger goal for me. So I started with 0, not knowing anything. My first 10X goal, I know the math doesn't work, but I just said, I want to get to 1,000. I had no idea if I could get to 1,000, how that would work. So I got to 1,000 subscribers and followers on social media, then got to 1,000. I said, I'm going to 10X this again and got to 10,000. And now my goal is I'm at 10,000. I'm going to 10X it again and get to over 100,000. So yeah, we're well on our way, Mike. I'm very, very grateful, but I think we just went through approximately about 15,000 subscribers and followers. So it continues to grow by leaps and bounds, getting such great feedback from our fellow brothers and sisters. And it's just a great way. And I remind anyone, you've got so much coming at you every day, and a lot of it is negative. Go to one of the social media channels, go to some of my clips, some of the videos, some of the reels, the shorts, and just go there, just like flip through, listen to 3, 4, 5 shorts in a row. It's all positive information that can help course correct you from your day. So thank you so much, for Mikey. Thank you so much, Mikey, for that reminder of the great start that we're off to. I am so happy and grateful now. Today is a magnificent day. I remind you, my fellow brothers and sisters, from the very first moment that you wake up, whatever resonates with you, I am so happy and grateful now that today is a magnificent day. I am so happy and grateful now that today is the greatest day of my life. I am so happy and grateful now that I have created my masterpiece today. And when I think about my masterpiece, my fellow brothers and sisters, I'm thinking about my most important experiences through the course of the day. That's what I talked about, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it may be. They're already done for the day. They're already A+, A+. I've created my masterpiece today. So I want you starting to get a great high vibration, win your morning, win your day from the very first moment, win your waking ritual from when you first wake up, win your waking ritual and win your day. Today is such a magnificent day. Again, my fellow brothers and sisters, the great news is you are an eternal and endless. You're an eternal and endless spiritual being. Eternal and endless. You have perfect spirit, perfect spiritual DNA, and perfect spiritual spark. Your mind can create anything. Your mind can create anything. Your thoughts create everything in your life. Read or listen to my book, Manifest Anything You Can Imagine. I suggest until you get this down and you'll customize the formula somewhat to yourself for your strengths, but read my book and or listen to it every day. You need and you get to have positive reinforcement every day. This is all about you developing and creating a manifesting lifestyle. And my book is at the heart and soul of it for you to be able to create a manifesting lifestyle. I provide my book, the ebook, the electronic book, is available for free on my website. If you don't have the money to purchase a book, you just go to Papi, P-A-P-I, mindsetcoach.com. You just fill out a couple little pieces of information, and I will send you a free book, a free electronic book. So this book is available. When I say read it every day, I'm not even asking you to buy the book. If you can't afford it, just go ahead and get the ebook. So again, great start to we're off to. Thank you so much, Suzanne and Mikey, for putting on a great show. And I think the one update, Mikey, that we have that you had put in, we try to give our audience and our tribe updates on speaking engagements. I have one I'm leaving, going to later on this week in New York City. So I'll be reporting back in to everyone from that. But I did one here just a little bit ago with the Accenture Men's ERG, the Accenture Men's ERG group, and it was a virtual presentation. Accenture has, last time I looked, over 700,000 team members, employees worldwide. And I was very honored for them to make a request for me to come and present to them to one of their divisions. We had over 100 respondents, people who signed up. I think we maybe had 130 or so who signed up. And we had a little bit under 100 who attended and stayed on for the 1 hour presentation. And I just try to share, Mikey, I'm always trying to deliver the energy, the positive message, my impression of increase to our fellow brothers and sisters. And I just like to read for you, Mikey. There was a testimonial I got back from a gentleman who attended the workshop. And this is the energy that we're putting out from Papi Mindset Coach. And this is an executive, uber intelligent individual, very successful executive who works for one of the top companies on planet Earth, over 700,000 employees. And I just want to read this to you. He wrote this to me, thanking me for giving the presentation. And it was just a wonderful testimonial. And this is coming from a gentleman, again, senior. His title is Senior Analyst, Management Consulting, Senior Analyst in the Strategy and Consulting Division. He said, the Papi DiNuzzo Mindset Coaching event at Accenture has been a transformative experience for me. Being introduced to the concept of harnessing energy and leveraging the power of the mind to shape reality is a new and exciting idea that I am eager to explore further. Papi's ability to both embody and communicate this message is truly impressive, and his words have inspired me to embrace positive change through the strength of my mindset. I highly recommend Papi's presentation to any group, organization, or corporation with motivated individuals seeking fresh perspectives for personal growth. Whether it's for an employee research group such as ours at Accenture or a specialized interest group, Papi's powerful message has the potential to impact lives profoundly. His accomplishments are a testament to the lasting influence of living by the principles he teaches. And yeah, Mike, I would just suggest to the audience, take out the couple of comments that were positive about me, because everything with me, my fellow brothers and sisters, it's all about the message. This isn't about me. I'm just here as social proof, because that gives our fellow brothers and sisters confidence when they see, hey, someone has done this. It's not just do as I say, but do as I've done. They've done it. But just think about, Mikey, how many powerful phrases were in that. So what was delivered to Sam and what he got out of that presentation. And that's what we get constantly at Papi Mindset Coach. The feedback that we constantly get is that. So if you know of any group or organization that would love to hear this word of self-help, self-improvement, and personal development, in which, my fellow brothers and sisters, the key, the key here is you don't need anything. You don't need a college degree. You don't even need a high school degree. You don't need any money. You have all knowledge and all power within you. And that's what I'm here for. And we're here for, is to help you to access and awaken this untapped creative power that lives within you. And I think, Mikey, there's just so much energy that came through from Sam in that testimonial that he gave. And it can hopefully excite some of our fellow audience listeners and our fellow brothers and sisters and our fellow tribe members to be able to help us to spread this wonderful world and uplift our fellow brothers and sisters' level of consciousness domestically here in the United States and especially all across the globe.
Well, that's a huge compliment. Congratulations. And congratulations on reaching out to such a large group of people. That's great. That's how things get started. It's just a snowball effect. So that's awesome. Good job. And I want to remind everyone to subscribe to Pappy's mailing list. Pappy sends out a weekly email packed with inspiration. And every week you'll receive 2 empowering concepts to live by, and it goes straight to your inbox. Pappy believes that repetition is your key to manifesting. And like he said, with so much negativity surrounding some of us, he just wants us to get a dose of inspiration and positivity in our inbox. And Pappy, what 2 concepts to live by are you going to share with us today?
Yes, I'm going to share the 2 that you suggested, Mikey. So thank you so much for queuing me up. And Mikey, these ones are so powerful that I just share with the audience. I just got done filming over this past weekend on Saturday and Sunday. I did my 26th, 27th, and 28th course online class. So I'm working on making available to our fellow brothers and sisters a 28-day jumpstart to manifest the law of attraction, to manifest anything you can imagine. So what it is, Mikey, is 28 days. The first 7 days is going to be what I call base builders, building your footer and foundation. So you've got confidence. Just what is this? How does it work? And developing confidence in everything external to you. And then the next 21 days are boom, 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 every day. Awesome, wonderful coaching tips, literal, tangible things that you can do so you can start to manifest the life of your dreams. And in the classes that I did, Mikey, the 2 that you have up today for the emails that we sent out, that Suzanne does such a phenomenal job of sending out to our brothers and sisters. The 2 that you have queued up today were actually 2 of the classes. So I go in depth on the 28-day online coaching course on these topics. And the first one, Mikey, that you have up for today is vision board. And I refer to it as a vision board or a dream board or a vision wall or a dream wall. If you've got room, I say, hey, fill up a wall or part of a wall, something bigger than a board, with your vision board, with what you would place there. You can also develop a vision board. You can take a picture, put something, you can customize it so it's on your smartphone. You can customize it so it's on a screen on your desk. It could be a screensaver, or you can pop it up so you can have it off to the side and you can view it anytime you want to. My fellow brothers and sisters, some of the most successful CEOs of astronomically large corporations, presidents of company, celebrities, athletes, use this technique of a vision board, dream board, vision wall, dream wall. And what it is you think about the top categories I talked to you about: health, wealth, happiness, love, and spirituality. Whatever is important for you, it is literally your vision and dream board. You want to go online and print off pictures or go into magazines and cut out pictures, and you want to build this dream board. And it's whatever you aspire to, whatever your ideal outcomes are, whatever your most important experiences are. And again, for anything, for health, pictures that inspire you. You could even have some numbers on there. It could be anything: pictures, numbers, images. It can even be something that when you see it, it just raises your elevation. You know, so many of our fellow brothers and sisters, Mikey, who are members of our tribe, are such animal lovers, and not just dogs and cats, but horses and you name it. And you can have a picture of your favorite pet or animal there as well. And that can help to elevate your vibration. I say raises your launch point. So when you're doing your visualization, you're thinking any thought, you're already starting from a lot higher vibration. So I recommend to you, take time, mark down what's important to you: HWHLS, health, wealth, happiness, love, and spirituality, and mark some ideas next to all of those. What would be images that would inspire you, that if you were to look at those, and then I want you to cut those out and make a board. It doesn't matter. It could be any size, whatever strikes you, but sort of like one of your grade school projects, you know, you get a board, and you go to the local art store, or order it online, obviously, or from Amazon, and you put your pictures there and fill it all up like a collage, and everything on there is going to elevate your vibration, which elevates your frequency. I mean, you look at that, it's just going to put you in a great place. Every time I look at my vision and dream board or my vision and dream wall, I have my Vega coin in my pocket and I rub it every time, and I'm reinforcing that. My elevation is high. I'm visualizing. I'm thinking about myself in these situations, and I'm bringing all my senses into it. I'm bringing in my sight, my smell, my taste, my hearing, and my touch as much as I can. So this is great. You want your vision board and your dream board or your vision and dream wall to be somewhere that you don't have to think about viewing it. So it can be, that's what I said, something that pops up on your computer automatically, or a screensaver on your smartphone, or it's in a room in your house where you are going to see it at least 2 or 3 times a day, or 3 or 4 times. But you want to make sure that it's part of your manifesting lifestyle and your daily ritual. And your vision and dream board, our vision for our average fellow brother and sister, is the most powerful tool for us to manifest anything we can imagine. And it's so important, Mikey, keeping our emotions up all day long, wiping out these limiting beliefs and the negativity that are coming towards us. And a vision and dream board, vision and dream wall checks off so many boxes as far as helping you to stay in a high vibration manifesting lifestyle, and helping you to be able to manifest anything you can imagine. So vision and dream boards, Mike, I get excited just thinking about it, talking about it. The second concept you have up today, so this is another powerhouse lineup. The next one is visualization, which I was mentioning in vision board, is arguably the most important sense that we have regarding manifesting, is our vision. And I told you it's one of my most powerful. When I'm on the treadmill, I'm visualizing. I go through my ideal health, wealth, happiness, love, spirituality, everything important, and going through just like a motion picture film, and just going through living your life. What is your manifested life that you want to step into? And you visualize exactly what you want. Now, even some of the more simple things, Mikey, with our visualization, I teach you want to write your affirmations 3 times a day: in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening. 3, 3, 3. And I've reminded you, never lose an opportunity to visualize and apply emotion. But we're talking about visualization here. So you write out your affirmation: I am so happy and grateful now, always in the present. Now that, and I recommend you write out your affirmation. Now, this is your number one 10x goal, your big goal. You write it out, and then right after that, apply an emotion to it. And I feel great, something like that. Apply an emotion to it. So you're saying, I am so happy, grateful now that. You write out your goal and just apply some emotion, some kind of punch to it at the end, and even get physiologically involved and say, yes, and it makes me feel great. You can even pump your fist in the air. So you're pulling all these tools in. And when you are visualizing that, and this can just take 2 minutes to write this out and apply visualization, bring your emotions into it, bring your physiology into it. Mikey, so powerful, this visualization. And you could be sort of daydreaming throughout the day. You just take a pause for a second and you think this happy thought, even think a snapshot. If you just have a shorter period of time, just like you took a picture and you're looking at a picture on your smartphone, and think of that picture, that if that picture is reality, that you obviously have achieved your goal, whatever that 10x goal is. So visualizing brings the most emotions out of most people when you're visualizing what your goal is. So it's so powerful. But for today, Mikey, thank you for queuing up 2 wonderful concepts to live by. And I would view these 2, Mikey, as mission critical: vision board and visualization. Visualization, of course, is one of my 15 key ingredients to manifest anything you can imagine in my book. And they're just both so powerful. And I would recommend, if you get a chance, go back and listen to this again. But you want to create a vision board immediately, if not sooner, and apply visualization to your manifesting process and just living your life. Whatever you think you are going to receive, it is going to come into your life. Proactively do this through visualization. So you are, as I say, pitching and hitting these targets: health, wealth, happiness, love, spirituality, that you're hitting these targets, visualization will help you to achieve things you previously could only have dreamed about.
Yeah, I think you can do a whole webinar just on vision boards and visualization alone. I mean, and you could like you think about it, like you start it when you're so young, little kids, they're cutting out, pictures for their Christmas list, all the way up to like star athletes do it. So I mean, it's a tool that everyone can use. Everyone can take advantage of it. You just have to visualize with emotion, like you said, and really truly believe in it. And having a clear vision and manifesting the law of attraction does take practice. And Pappy's already given us some great coaching tips, but he does want to share another coaching tip with us today. What would you like to share, Pappy?
Yeah, you know what, Mikey? I got a little excited, and my manifesting coaching tip was basically sort of a confluence of the initial comment from the gentleman who wrote that testimonial in the vision board and visualization. So it was centered around Sam's quote. So I already jumped the gun on that one. I already folded that into the earlier part. So I'll just let you go on to the next section. I already covered that. I just got a little too excited. I was jumping ahead mentally in my mind.
And we all do that. We get excited when we listen to you too, so that's all good. So, but I know that you talked a little bit already about your daily rituals and things that you do, and we do our gratitude journal, but you also do affirmations. And the important thing about your affirmation is that you always do it in the present. Like, I am so happy and grateful now that. And which one did you share with us today, Pappy?
Yeah, Mikey, for the affirmation, thank you so much. The affirmation, I remind our fellow brothers and sisters, I love giving pep talks, so to speak. I mean, I love sharing positive energy. And the universe has guaranteed me time and time again, Pappy, all affirmations, all intentions, all prayers, every single one is heard, and not only heard, but answered. And then the universe always has a pause, and they say, but remember, Pappy, the most important and best answers are often ones that are never given. So there could be things that we're offering affirmations for, or intentions, or prayers that the universe doesn't grant because that's not in your best interest. You don't know this at the time. We're mere mortals. You don't know this at the time. So the point is with the universe, Mikey, as long as we are humble and we're genuine and authentic, what the universe will do is redirect that to its best pathway. They'll redirect it to its best pathway. So I am so happy and grateful now that this is how I recommend you start your affirmations. And I have a beautiful affirmation to share today. I am so happy and grateful now that universal intelligence has created a perfect and infinite universe for the expression, expansion, increase, and growth for me, for others, and for itself. So just to pull this apart just for a moment, Mike, we think about how powerful our affirmations are. I am, and we always write out capital A, capital M, recognizing this creative force, the creative power, a direct connection with source energy that's inside every single one of our fellow brothers and sisters listening today. You have this inside of you. I'm reminding you about a high elevation. Happy and gratitude is just like flipping on a light switch. If you ever want to get to a higher level, a higher vibration, get limiting beliefs out of your mind, just start giving gratitude. I'll do mine verbally more. As Mikey said, she has a lot of success, tremendous success with journaling. Most of my fellow brothers and sisters that I talk with like journaling. A lot of them really like journaling, especially journaling their gratitude. Now that, so we say our affirmation, and then we're thanking universal intelligence. Again, my fellow brothers and sisters, I never speak about religion. I don't make any recommendations or comments or anything at all. I'm coming to you from a perspective of at the very top of that peak. I said, like the very tip of that pyramid at the very top, from 100% pure spirituality. So universal intelligence from a perspective of 100% spirituality, I'm coming to you. And think about this. We live in a perfect and infinite universe. It's beyond our comprehension, but what a great place to live. Perfect and infinite, and all operating off of its perfect and infinite universal laws. And my fellow brothers and sisters, these universal laws are the rules of the game. You and I are in the game of life. We're in the game of life, is what I call it. And in any game, you want to know what the rules are. And these perfect and infinite universal laws are the rules of the game. And we want to further express, expand, increase, and grow. How exciting is it? I mean, one of the universal laws is the law of increase. One of the other universal laws is the law of abundance. There is a law of abundance and a law of increase ready, willing, and able out in front of you for you to access and co-create with, and step into. My fellow brothers and sisters, the universe is bending over backwards for you to further express yourself, expand, increase, and grow. You live in a universe of abundance, not scarcity. You can have anything, any experience, anything that you want to have, you can have. And again, as I said earlier, there's no restrictions. You don't have to have a college degree or anything. This is all at your fingertips for your happiness and all of our fellow brothers and sisters. So again, this is a great affirmation today, Mikey, that applies to everyone, is very uplifting. And I want to remind everyone in this affirmation about the bounty that is external to you, that I call, that is your belief, having a belief that you do have a bounty, a limitless bounty in everything that's external to you. And it's just up to you to walk into that, engage with it, and co-create with what the universe has laid out for you, so you can truly and literally manifest anything you can imagine.
Talk about a great pep talk. I mean, how can that not make you happy? Like you always say, happy, pappy. Like, well, after you listening to that, it's like, yeah, definitely the universe just wants to give you everything that you want. It's practically laying, like you said, bending it over backwards to give you what you want. So
Yes.
definitely a great pep talk there. Um, so now we've come to the part where we get to ask Pappy a question. And if you have a question for us, you can submit it on the website by clicking the Ask Pappy link at the top. Go to the pappymindsetcoach.com website. And today's question is, how can I overcome negative thoughts that block my manifestations?
Yes, and since I went a little bit long earlier, Mikey, I'll just answer one question today. And what a great question. I've been asked this one countless times. How can I overcome negative thoughts that block my manifestations? So I always think, Mikey, what always strikes me is knowing what the challenge is in life. I don't like to use the word problem, but some folks, they'll use that and relate to that. But just knowing what the challenge or problem or obstacle is in life, that's 80%. You're already 80% of the way there, just knowing what it is. You've identified it, you know what it is, and now you can get started and go to work on it. So how can I overcome negative thoughts that block my manifestations? So let's think about these negative thoughts, Mikey. Everyone has heard me talk about, and I've showed the image before, but our mind is not our brain. Our mind is our conscious mind working in harmony with our subconscious mind, working in harmony with our body. That's that circle. Think of like I've got a white magic marker, draw a big circle around my head with a line through the middle, put a C here for conscious mind, SC for subconscious mind, one little line going down, a small circle down here for my body, two lines up, one on each side for my arms and my hands, and two lines going down on each side for my legs and my feet. So it's this top half of the circle, the C, conscious mind, SC, the bottom half, and put a B there for the body. And where do these negative thoughts come from, Mikey? They come from typically the top half of that circle in our conscious mind. And that's why I call it our stinking thinking. Our stinking thinking. Dolores Cannon called it Mr. Stupid. So we want to recognize that we want to access the bowl, the bottom half of that circle. Your subconscious mind is where 95% of what you accomplish, of your success on earth, that's where it comes from. So we don't want to be listening to our conscious mind trying to outthink or overthink things. So we want to get that out of the way to start off with. We want to be trusting and getting in tune with our subconscious mind, and that is through our intuition. Get in touch with your intuition, and you will come in contact with it when things quiet down for you. You don't have to do any kind of formal meditation, but just when they quiet down and you get in tune and you immerse yourself and get in harmony with yourself. It could be when you're exercising, when you go for a walk. Some folks, it's when they're with one of their pets. As I mentioned earlier, they put you in such a great vibration. Things wash away and it opens you up. You could be by running water, whatever it is that puts you in this place. Now, your subconscious mind, Mikey, is what I've talked about numerous times. That's where your limiting beliefs reside. So the first 6 or 7 years on earth, you didn't have the top half of that circle. You didn't have your shield and protection. So again, that's what we're doing every day is we're going in, we're taking out bad habits, take out 1, 2, take out a few more. We're putting in good habits. We're taking out these bad habits and limiting beliefs. We're putting in good habits. So how we can overcome these, just even knowing what the challenge is or what the obstacle is, again, is 80%. And then what do we start to do, Mikey? We talk about positive self-talk as we do going through our day, auto suggestions from ourself to ourself. Think of it like you're playing cards. You're playing a war with a deck of cards where each person gets 26 cards. You lay down a card, whatever card's higher. So you're going back and forth like with this all day long. Instead of starting with 26 cards, you want to start to stack the deck, no pun intended, where you have 27 or 28 or 29 or 30. So now you start off with 30 cards instead of starting off with 26 cards. So now, how are you doing that? You're controlling, instead of having 80 negative thoughts out of 100, you've taken it down to 79, 78, 77. On your positive side, you're saying more positive, comments. And Mikey, I want to commend you. You had mentioned, I think on the last show or before, or maybe it was just when we were having a strategy session when you and I were talking, but how much better you're getting on self-deprecating humor, so to speak. So that would fall into the self-talk category. So I've seen Mikey take her positive from here to here, knocking down negative and increasing her positive just by the self-talk that she's given to herself. So how do we overcome these negative thoughts? That's a great example that I've seen firsthand right here. Mikey's taking her game from here to here just by that one technique that she's gotten really, really good at. So my fellow brothers and sisters, again, the first 7 years of your life, tens of thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of suggestions went in your subconscious mind. Now we know what that is. We're working on it. And again, this is not a negative comment or anything, but Rome wasn't built in a day. We are enhancing ourselves, improving ourselves on a daily basis, and it does not take an extremely long period. I say you can make so many improvements in a year that you can hardly recognize yourself, and within 5 years or less, you won't recognize yourself at all from your former self and how much you've improved. So it's these good little habits we're doing every day. It's our daily rituals we're doing from start to finish to overcome these negative thoughts, and just knowing what the challenge is. And again, we're canceling, we're rejecting, we're just saying no or nope. We don't apply any emotion to it. I refuse to participate. That's for someone else. Well, it's coming around. It's winter time now, and one out of every so many people get the flu. I'm not getting the flu. That's not for me. That's for other people. I refuse to participate by blocking and overcoming these negative thoughts. My fellow brothers and sisters, you control all of this. Everything initially is generated by your thoughts. You can only have one thought in your mind at a time, and only you can and should control that thought. You never give this power up to anything or any entity or anything that you hear on the television. And no matter where you hear it, you never relinquish your thought. You always stay in control. Only you can and should control your thoughts. If you do control your thoughts and you work on your self-talk, you are going to be elevating your game virtually almost every single day. So thank you, Mikey. That was a great question that came in there. Very powerful, and is asked by an awful lot of our fellow brothers and sisters.
And once again, Papi is correct. Like, I do that a lot. So if I can do it, everyone can do it. And I just did it again. So flip the script and say, you know what? I can do this. I'm so happy and grateful now that I can overcome all my negative thoughts. So thank you for that. And it does take time, and some people don't even think that they deserve happiness, and that's when you have to stop and cancel and reject and say, you know what, I do deserve to be happy, and that the universe wants me to be happy, because there are people listening to us right now that don't think that they deserve to be happy. So thank you for giving a pep talk to us. And again, like, you just want us to be 1% better every day. So if I just cancel, reject one thought, I've already improved myself. So,
yes.
And Papi, I know you have your book, and you mentioned that you get the free ebook. That's great. You just have to fill out a few questions. You also have an audio book as well, and you have a physical copy of your book. And one thing that I do when I start falling into that negative mindset is either listening to your book or reading a quote from your book. And you have a quote that you want to share with us today.
Yeah, but again, I do want to compliment you, Mike. You made so many improvements on that aspect, the self-deprecating part. I mean, I've just seen you increase by leaps and bounds and take your game to a next level. So congratulations. I love seeing it living color, and you've done such a good job. So that's in
I
your
appreciate
self-talk.
that.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations. It's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, Mikey, the quote from the book. Thank you for queuing this one up for me from chapter 5. My fellow brothers and sisters, believe and know in your heart of hearts, that universal intelligence longs for you. Just what Mikey and I were just talking about here, universal intelligence longs for you to have everything you want and desire in life and to manifest and live your best life. Exactly what we're talking about right now. Universal intelligence has set your table in front of you for you to express, expand, increase, grow, and succeed and manifest and fulfill your dreams and wishes by living your best life. Step into your new 1% better self every single morning and co-create with it. This is universal intelligence's primal desire for you, because as you grow, so does the entire collective, so does the entire universe. There's over 8 billion fellow brothers and sisters on planet Earth. It raises the entire collective. You literally, by improving yourself, by increasing and growing, improve the life of everyone else out there. That's how we're all interconnected, the universal subconscious mind. So the universe wants you to increase and grow and expand and achieve success. This is 100% natural. This is your destiny.
Awesome. So what a great quote to end the show on. I hope that everyone steps into their best version of themselves today and does live their best life. Thank you so much, Papi. If you're new to Papi Mindset Coach, be sure that you're signed up on papimindsetcoach.com to receive Papi's free educational emails and get access to upcoming live events conducted by Papi to help you manifest the health, wealth, and happiness of your dreams. And one additional reminder, please remember to like, subscribe, and share our Papi Mindset Coach on all your social media links. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Namaste. That's a wrap for this episode of Manifest Anything You Can Imagine podcast. Keep those dreams big and your mindset unstoppable. Take one step today toward the life you're manifesting, because you can create anything you imagine. If you can think it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Visit papimindsetcoach.com for more resources and follow us at Papi Mindset Coach on social platforms for daily inspiration. If you love this episode, share it with someone ready to transform their life. Until next time, stay focused, stay positive, and keep on manifesting your best life. See you soon.